Okay, welcome Invincibles to the 7th and the 8th week.
Hi
Hi
Noreen. Hi Kumar.
Hi Suparna. How are you guys?
Yeah,
Yes,
doing
doing
good.
Okay. So in the past week we have done the outcomes, right? And we've talked about the power leaps, and you have been able to understand how to remove all the obstruction from your way. Now in this week we are going to be talking about your decision making wheel. So that is going to be our activity for this week, and it's going to be a wonderful week. You're going to be talking about all the choices and decisions that you make, right? So before I dive into this, let me ask you, have you done you guys remember your baselines, right?
Yes.
Your E codes.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, and this time you have to remember your average state. So you guys remember your average state?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I would like you to just give me a few lines from the average state that you think is your average state. So you must have read it, right? You must have memorized it. Just give me any two things, three things from your average state.
So in my average state, I'm highly opinionated about everything, and I'm also judgmental and about people, and I blame other people. That's the average state I could correlate.
Okay. Kumar?
Yeah. One is I tend to worry and overwhelm easily, and I see everywhere disorder.
Okay. Right. More of it could be like, you're always finding faults, you're time conscious. I mean, there are so many things, right? These are the things, whatever resonates with you, you will be able to pick up that very well. So that's very well done. Okay, now we'll come on to the activity that we're going to by past decisions. That's the first activity for this week. In this activity, right? So this is the purpose of this activity, just to make you aware of where and how you couldn't make a good decision in the past. Why couldn't you make a good decision in the past? So do you have any scenario? Anyone would like to volunteer for this? Any decision that you took that was bad, that was wrong, and now you realize that it's a bad decision, wrong decision you took in the past.
Shall I tell?
Yeah, Kumar. Okay.
Yeah, I left my government job. That is my wrong decision I took.
Okay, and what were the consequences of that wrong decision?
Yeah, now I'm struggling to get a good job.
Okay, so now you're struggling basically, and that's why you feel that that was a wrong decision. Okay, so how do you think your life would have been today if you would have taken the right decision?
Yeah, I would have been stable job and financially stable, and there will not be any job threats. No need to search for other jobs and all.
Okay. Okay, so okay, Suparna, so you've listened to Kumar, and I would like you to know, to tell me what went wrong, any past decision that you took that went wrong, that you now feel that is wrong, and what are you going to do differently about it?
Yeah, I actually almost met with a accident while learning driving many years back, and because of that panic and nervousness I experienced that time, I didn't learn driving after that. So I just left it. So till date, I don't drive. So that's the past decision I feel which went wrong.
Right. And if you would have not taken that decision right now, you would know
Yeah, I
driving.
would have been independent. Yes, I would have been self-independent, not dependent on the driver or my husband to take me wherever I have to go.
Right. That's nice. So what did you guys learn from this activity, like about past decisions?
Yeah, taking right decision is important in life.
Okay.
And I
Right.
think I took a wrong decision because I took it in haste, in nervousness, in a mode. So I think I took a wrong decision.
Basically, you were in the fear mode that I don't
Yeah.
want to do this again. Okay, so now you understand that basically when you are in that state, your average state or your bad state, you might be able to take, the decision might not be that good. It could be, a wrong decision. It will come out to be wrong. So let us now understand that there is a tool that we have that's called the decision making wheel. And that makes us go through every problem we put through that wheel will be taken through that wheel, and the solution that we get out of that wheel will be a right solution or the right decision. This wheel will be used to make a right decision. So we will have no more making wrong decisions and no more feeling overwhelmed with the problem. Like Suparna, you just felt like, fear at that time and you were overwhelmed with the problem. We have a tool for you that will resolve your problems by making the right decisions in a step-by-step manner. The decision-making wheel is basically an online tool that I will be broadcasting to you. And basically, you have to think about a certain problem critically by asking you a set of questions. This wheel is going to ask you a set of 9 questions. At the end of all those questions, you will come to know about the necessary information that is required for you to make the right decision. Sometimes we just don't go through, the entire process of making a decision. And when we consciously do it through this wheel, we will then become automatic, and we will take good decisions quickly. So about this activity, decision-making wheel, we will consider a hypothetical, scenario. Okay, and I will take you, the purpose of this activity will be to understand how the decision-making tool is helping you take the right decision in this kind of a situation, right? I'll broadcast the tool to you, but before that, I'll take you through this. Step 2, go to the software and open the decision-making tool. Click at the center of the tool to write down what the problem is, which will be the hypothetical scenario given here. So I will give you the hypothetical scenario that will be put in the middle. Step 3, once the problem is stated, go through each section around the wheel and answer the questions there. Step 4, repeat the same process for the hypothetical situation in good state and in your bad state, in both the states. So today we are going to learn how to improve the consequences by improving how we go about choosing what to do. Read the following scenario. Okay, so this is the scenario. You're at a family gathering. You and your spouse are standing together, talking to your relatives. Now, one of your relatives cracks a joke. Okay, and everyone laughs. Okay, you know that this person is a very gem at heart. Okay, and they always crack jokes with no intention of hurting anyone. Okay, but your spouse gets offended and leaves the group. Okay, she's expecting you, or he is expecting you to do something about it, like confronting the relative who cracked the joke. Now, you love and respect your spouse. You love and respect, your relative at the same time. And you know this relative since childhood. He's very close to you. What do you do in this situation? Now, I'll just broadcast the tool to you, the decision-making wheel, to resolve this problem, right? Before I do that, I'll just take you through this. Okay, guys. So I would want you to, now basically, one of you could be in a good state. I've just told the scenario to you, right? So one of you can be in your good state. One of you can be in your bad state. What will be the good state? If you have a problem, you will try to look for a solution. You will try to resolve it, right? In a bad state, what are you going to do? You will become angry. What will you do?
More problem oriented.
You will become problem oriented. Very good. You will be blaming the other person. You will become angry. You will not accept the situation. Okay. So one of you could be in the good state. One of you could be in a bad state. Who would like to be in a good state? Who would like to be in a bad state?
I will be in good state.
Okay. Okay, easy. Right. Kumar can be in the good state, and Suparna. Okay, so you would be in the bad state.
I'm in a good state. Okay.
Okay. So so Kumar, I would want you to read your good state from the your personality report, and Suparna, you can be in the bad state then. Okay, so then average state you can read, and below average state you can read. Right? I'll give you time. Take around 5-10 minutes to actually read and kind of get into the character. Okay, when you get into the character, I'll ask you the decision-making wheel questions.
Okay.
I'll go through, first I will have a jamming session with Suparna with the same scenario, same set of questions of the wheel. And then I will have the same set of questions with Kumar. Okay, so you will be in your state, remember your state, and so let's see how this, it's going to be, right? So this is just a kind of a demo for you. Okay, so Suparna, what is the problem?
My problem is that my husband is really embarrassed me in front of my relatives, and so has my cousin. He got no sense to hurt my husband, and I am right now in a soup.
Okay, what are the choices that you have in this situation?
My choice is to just go and blast my husband that he has no business to just walk away like this, and also to just go and just give a tight slap to my cousin. What the hell does he think? He should have mannered, been more mindful. And the third choice I think I have is to just run off from the party myself.
Okay, so what do you think would be the consequences of these choices that you and the others are involved in? Yeah,
The
you said three
consequences are so
choices. Yeah.
obvious. The consequences are so obvious. I'm going to have a fight with my husband. I'm in the mood to just, have a fight with my cousin. And I just feel like nobody loves me, nobody cares for me. And I just feel like running off to one end of the world.
Okay, so what are the baselines do you think you need to consider?
What baselines? I don't even remember my baselines. What do I?
Okay, great. How do you feel about the situation?
I feel absolutely terrible about the situation. It's pathetic. I'm totally angry at both of them.
Okay. Is there anything else you need to learn about this?
No, I don't need. I know everything.
Okay. Do you need to ask for help? So who will you ask for help?
I don't need to ask anybody for help. I know it. They both should have just minded their business.
Okay, so what is your decision finally?
My decision is that I'm going to walk away from the party. Let them both deal with their own internal problems.
Okay, so do you think you've made the right decision?
Of course, I'm always right. I've made the right decision.
Okay, wonderful. Let's have a round of applause. So did you see the bad state and how we actually aggravate the situation rather than trying to find for a solution and look for a solution? Yes. Okay, Kumar, let's come to you. You're in your good state, okay, and you have to go through this situation where your wife is angry at the joke of your cousin, and you are in that situation. So I'm going to ask you, you're in your good state, you remember that. So okay, so you are solution oriented. Okay, what is the problem?
The problem is, as my wife left the party, I'm thinking how to bring back her to the party and also explain to my cousin who has cracked the joke.
Okay, and what are the choices that you have? What all can you do to solve this situation?
Yeah, I can explain my wife about my cousin's is not good. He's very good at heart, and he is not intentional in cracking the jokes. And as well as I'll go to my cousin and I'll tell my wife is very sensitive and you cannot crack the jokes like that. So avoid that type of conversations.
Okay, nice. What do you think the consequences of these choices will be for you and others that are involved? What will be the consequences if you do that?
Yeah, consequence will be like my wife and my cousin will be seeing each other with their each other's perspective, and they will continue to have a good conversation.
Okay. What baselines do you think you can consider in this?
Yeah, baselines are family, happiness, and gratitude.
Right. Okay. So all of that is being, coming in this situation. Okay. Is there anything else you need to learn about this situation? If at all you can involve something.
I have to think about my e-codes.
Mm-hmm. And what are they that you can, any e-codes that you can put here?
I'm living my dream life.
Okay. I'm living my dream life.
I determined to do everything I want to do.
I'm determined to do whatever. So if you make your choice that you want to solve the situation, you will be able to solve the situation and live your dream life. Great. Do you need to ask for help? Who will you ask for help if you need to ask for help?
Yeah, I will ask my aunt to support me in this conversation. To convincing both.
Talk to your wife, maybe. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is your decision finally?
Yeah, I took right decision to convince both of them.
You're basically going to approach them by talking to them. That is your decision.
Yes.
Okay, and resolving this issue. Okay. Do you think you have made the right decision, and why?
Yeah, I took right decision, and because ultimately my wife and cousin both are coming to the party and having a happy time all together.
Exactly. So both are basically important to you, and you want to
Yeah.
have a good time with everyone. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, great. Wonderful. Give yourself a round of applause, Kumar. Wonderful. Okay, guys, so we went through all the questions of the wheel as a demo, and we took a demo, a scenario, a kind of a hypothetical scenario, and you went through the wheel, right? And you saw the two different states that you are in. So what did you learn from this activity that I just did with you?
That in the
Yeah.
average bad state, the decision is not right. The decision is based, we are only thinking about the problem, and the problem is bigger than it is, and it's not a right decision.
Anything you would like to add, Kumar?
Yeah, I learned that when we are in good state, we'll take good decisions and right decisions. It will help us to in a better life situations.
Exactly. So this is very important, guys, that you have to be in your good state. You have to be in your high state. You have to be in a solution-oriented mind set. Then only for every decision, every problem that arises in your life, you will be able to take the right decision for that. You will be solution-oriented, and you will not be problem-oriented. As Suparna also said, you make the problem bigger than what it is. Yeah. So okay, so now I would like you to, think about a real situation. You can now, I will broadcast the tool to you, the decision-making tool. I would like you to, think about a real situation and take that real problem through that decision-making wheel. Okay, now that real problem, can you think of a real problem that you are indecisive about?
I'm indecisive about whether I should hire a yoga instructor or a gym trainer for my exercise routine.
Yeah, starting a online business or doing a job.
Okay, so I'll just broadcast the tool to you, and you can take your this real life situation through the decision making wheel, and we will come back after you get a decision, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, so I'm broadcasting the decision making tool to you, and you just click at the center of the tool to write down the problem that you have in step 1. Okay, and then the questions. Once the problem is stated, you will go through each section around the wheel and answer the respective question in each section, right? Each section. The first one is the problem right in the center, and then the choices, and then the consequences, the baselines, and all the questions will be. So you will be answering each and every question of that section, and finally the decision. So you will write down your final decision. Okay, so we will come back, and then you will tell me your final decision. Okay, right?
Yeah, right.
Understood, guys?
Yes.
Yeah, got it.
Okay, great. Okay, guys, remember that when you are going through the wheel, you also have to be in your which state?
Good state.
Good state. Okay, you have to be in your good state. So imagine that and go through the problem, right? In the decision making wheel. Okay, guys, welcome back. So you guys, took your problem through the decision-making wheel. What is the final decision?
My final decision is that I'll go with the yoga instructor.
Okay, and why do you think you would go through the yoga instructor?
Because in my good state, I'm I'm solution oriented. I'm looking for better ways to improve myself and my world. So the yoga instructor is flexible to come at home. He's flexible about the days, he's flexible about the timings, and he can even bring some equipment home rather than me going to the gym, because I think in going to the gym I'll get my I'll become lazy at times. But I think with my gym with my yoga instructor, I will be more charged up with my e-codes and my baselines.
Okay, so basically, how do you feel about your decision?
I feel good that I have to get a yoga instructor who will come at home.
Okay, so you feel good about your decision. Very good. Kumar, about your decision, about your problem. What was your decision? Online
About
business
my
or job?
problem, like online business or job, I took decision that I'll do online business.
Okay, and why do you think you will do that?
Yeah, because it will give me financial freedom and I'll be my own boss.
Okay, and anything else?
Yeah, I'll have time, freedom of time, and freedom in everything. In fact,
And why not the job?
we have to stick to the timings and we have to work for somebody and they will grow with our efforts. So here I will grow with my efforts.
Okay, wonderful. And how do you feel about your decision?
Yeah, it's a great decision I took. I feel it's great.
Okay, wonderful. So give yourself a round of applause, both Suparna and Kumar. Invincibles, you did a great job. And okay, guys, so you took your problem through the decision-making wheel and you got a solution. So what did you learn from this process?
I learned that whenever we see a problem through the lens of an average state or a low state, it is always big problem and there is no solution. And but when I see it through a good state, then I can find many possibilities, many solutions, and it becomes a goal in itself, an outcome that I have to solve it.
Okay, Kumar, what did you learn from the whole process of decision-making wheel?
Yeah, I learned that in a good state we'll take good decisions, and when we follow the baselines, our decisions will be right decisions. And the this wheel also helping us to take a right decision.
What else? The wheel.
Yeah, wheel.
The
Decision
wheel is
taking
helping
wheel
you
also
take the right
helping
decision.
right decision.
Yeah,
Okay.
because the wheel is making us think about the choices, consequences, even the baselines. Yeah.
Okay,
So
wonderful, great. So that's great learning for you people. Wonderful. Okay, so I would just like to wrap up now. Basically, now you've understood that your good state actually makes you go and take the right decision, and your right decision will definitely lead you to a happy life. Yes, you will not regret it later. And your bad state or your bad, it will be problem focused. You will be focused on the problem. You will not try to solve the problem, and you will maybe have then a bad life. Yes. So I would just also like to add that in the low state, you would be actually looking for excuses, and you will not be actually solving the problem. Okay, you will be the problem basically. And in a good state, you will be looking for a solution, and you will come out of yourself, and you will be actually trying to solve the situation. Yes. So good state, right decision, good life. Bad state, wrong decisions, bad life. Understood, guys?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
yes.
wonderful. So these are the two different states. These are the two different decisions. So whenever you are in your good state, take care of your e-codes, take care of your baselines, be in your good state, and take a decision, and you will make the right decision, right? And use the decision-making wheel. Once you go through this process, keep on going through this process, and this will become auto. That every time you have a problem, you will think of your choices, you will think of the consequences, and you will quickly make a choice, because it's basically related to choices, right? So
Yeah.
quickly you will find out the consequence of every choice, and you will take that which is giving you the maximum benefit. Okay, guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, now let's move on.